Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Melus Makes. My name is Mel. Hope you guys are all very well. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a gatefold card. So this is the card that we're going to be making together. I really love the middle scene here and I really love the gorgeous ephemera that I've used from the Strawberry Milkshake collection by Prima. So I'm actually going to be showing you how to make this card and put it together. I'm also going to be showing you the measurements and I'm also going to be showing you how to actually put the card base together as well. I've followed the tutorial from Sam, who's Mixed Up Craft, so again I'll leave her link in the box below. I'll also leave the product links and the measurements as well in the box below, so if you'd like to recreate this card then you can follow the measurements below. So I hope you guys will enjoy today's video. If you like today's video then please do give this video a like, comment and a subscribe, and let's get into the video. So the collection I'm going to be using is the Strawberry Milkshake by Prima. All these lovely gorgeous pink and red colours, absolutely beautiful. So we got the tags, the ephemera, and we also got the 6x6 paper pad. I'll put all the links to these products in the description box below, so if you'd like to purchase then please do have a look at those links. So you'll need a card base, you'll also need your papers cut out as well. So just started with my card base. So this is a 5.5 by 5.5 card blanks, and there's actually two of them. So these are actually the square ones. So if you'd like to use 6x6 you can use 6x6. If you'd like to use 5.5 by 5.5 then you can use 5.5 by 5.5. If you'd like to use 4 inches for example, then you'll just basically need two square card blanks. And then what you basically need to do is then you need to divide one I'd say 1/2 of the card down the middle. So because this is 5.5 by 5.5, so this is actually divided up into 2 3/4. So all you need to do is just mark it in the middle. So you can just use a scoreboard. If you've got a trimmer that actually has a scoring blade in it, then please use that. And you basically need two of them, so they basically create the flap. Now what will happen is when you put the two cards together in the middle, because one will be on top of the other, you may get a gap in the middle. So I'm just going to show you what one with a gap actually looks like. So I'll just take the envelope out here. So basically with this one there is a gap in the middle, so you'll be able to see that gap. So what you'll need to do is you basically need to cut 1/8 of an inch off. So I'd probably just take a strip right at the top here. And again, right on the top of the other one as well. So you basically just need to test it out of where it actually meets in the middle. I'd say just cut like 1/8 off the size of the two cards at the top. And then just keep experimenting so they actually meet in the middle. So the two that I've got actually for this cardstock here on the left, they actually meet in the middle. But this is what you'll basically get if you put two cards together. So you just basically you basically need to trim it down so it actually meets in the middle, so that you don't actually have any gaps in the middle as well. Again, if the flaps are too big at the front, then just trim off at the side. Again, another 1/8 will probably do on the side, so it'll actually be able to be equal. So that's what it will look like with the gap in between, but all you need to do is just keep trimming it down so you actually get them more equal. So as you can see, this one actually meets in the middle. So what I'm going to do now is I'll put the measurements in the box below. So what you'll need to do is you basically now need to stick them together. So I've put some sticky tape on this side, and you can just determine which side you want to be the top and which side to be the bottom. So I've actually marked the individual cards with a top and a bottom. Again, what I'll do is I'll leave Sam's tutorial from Mixed Up Craft, because that is the tutorial that I have followed in making this particular card. Really great demo and really easy to follow as well. So I'm actually just going to peel the sticky tape on there. So that says a top. I don't know if you guys will actually be able to see it, but it says top right there. So this one basically goes on top. So you basically need to meet them in the middle. I'd probably say try and basically place it against the card that isn't actually sticky, and then just see if it's actually equal, so you can actually press down on it. So this might be a little bit more difficult to do it on camera, that I've just peeled off the tape there, so it's actually equal, and this will basically create your gatefold card. So it basically looks like this on the other side. You may have a slight an eighth off there, but I'm okay with that, really. I don't really mind if there's like an eighth of an inch, just cut a little bit short on the top. You don't really realise it either, and when the actual decorated papers go on, you won't notice it either as well. So that is the gatefold card. So that is our base completed. So we've got the papers here. So you basically need to create the inside, so you need to just decorate the inside, and you also need to decorate the back side. You also need to do the fronts as well. So what I'll do here is that I'll just take the little piece of papers, or the little bits of pattern paper that I actually have here. Again, I'll put all the measurements in the box below, but again, you can use any sort of square card that you want. I normally, when I trim down my papers, I normally just do them 1/4 of an inch from the actual base of the card, just to make it a little bit more, just to make the border a little bit more equal. So this is for the reverse side, which is at the back. So that is the front, so this is the back. This is where you can actually write your message. Again, I've just put double-sided tape on this side. So we've got the patterned paper here, so this will be your pattern paper for the base. So this is 5 1/4, so again, because it's 5 1/2, the base is 5 1/2 for the card. So I've just cut it again 1/4 of an inch down. And then this white card to actually write your message on, this is 4 3/4. Now you can do it so it's actually just 1/4 of an inch less than the other one, so you can actually do it at 5, but I just decided to actually do it for 4 1/4, just so that you can see more of the pinked pattern paper. So I'm just going to adhere this to the base. So I'm going to carefully try and do that so it's more or less equal. So that's what it should look like. So you'll be able to actually just write your message on that side. I'm not going to include a sentiment because I want it blank. So again, I'm just going to put the base pattern paper on the reverse side of the card. So again, all the tape's just been taken off. So again, because it's like a 5 1/2 card, it's a 5 1/2 by 5 1/2 inch card. I'm just going to try and see if I can actually try and get this in the middle, so that looks equal enough. Perfect. So again, it's just so that you can actually see a thicker border around the white paper, or around the white card that you're using to actually write your message. And obviously you can just have a look which side you may think is a little bit more better. I think I'm going to do it this way, I think, so that the actual front is here. So there you go. I'm now actually going to put the middle piece of card in here. So this one again is 5 1/4. So I'm just going to peel the double-sided tape off here. So the tape that I'm using is by Sticks 2. It's their double-sided tape. This one is 16 meters by 6 millimeters. But again, you can just use glue if you'd like. You can just use glue, or you can just use another double-sided tape. You don't have to use the 6-2 one. So again, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to think about which way I'd like this. I'm also just checking the text as well, just to check that it's actually the correct way around, but it's just numbers at the bottom of the papers. So I'm just going to do it here in the middle, just checking that I'm in shot. So there we go, that's the inside done. And then what you need to do is you need to decorate the front, or actually what I might do is I might actually just decorate the middle first. So I've just taken some of the ephemera from the collection, so just use this image here from the die cuts and the ephemera that come in the collection pack by Prima. So again, I'm just gonna take the double-sided tape off. Again, you can make the inside, I wouldn't suggest putting the inside to be quite bulky. I think the decoration can be put on the front of the card. I'm just checking where I actually want this other, die cut, which I think I would like here. So I'm just going to put this up here. I'm just going to make sure that everything's relatively equal and relatively level as well. So again, what I've done is I've just put double-sided tape on the elements that I'm going to use. So I'll just put these elements together. So that is the second element I'm going to put on there. Let me just have a look what other elements I have here. This maybe, so I might actually just do it in like a fan shape. There we go. So what I've done is I've just put the double-sided tape and I've just laid them on top of each other like this. And then I'm now just going to put the two tickets here at the top. Just being careful where I put them. So there we go. So that's what it looks like on the inside. So again, what I can do is I can basically just close it so you don't see too much of a gap there in the middle. And then I'm going to put these two, I'm just going to decorate these two flaps here. So I'm just going to take away this double-sided tape here, so I can just clear out my little area here. And then what I've done is I've actually just measured the flaps, and then you basically need kind of like a mirror copy of them. So we have these two pieces here, which I'll just turn around the right way. So you've got this piece here, so this is 2.5 by 5.25. Again, I'll put the measurements in the corner because I've written the 1 like a 5. So because this will be, yeah, because it will be 2.75, so the flaps will be 2.75. So again, I've just put it down by 1/4 of an inch. So again, this will be 2.5 by 5.25, and then the layer on top will actually be, so this will be 2.25 by 5. So again, I'll put the measurements on the left hand side of the screen. I'll also put them in the description box below. So I'm actually just going to put these layers on top. So I'll just put these on top of each other. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the previous video with the chocolate box wraps. Thank you guys so much for commenting on my videos. I will get back to each one of you very, very soon. It's been a bit of a hectic week, unfortunately, as is life. But I will get back to you as soon as I am able to. So thank you so much for your support, and thank you so much for all your lovely likes and your comments as well. I really, really appreciate it. I hope you guys are actually looking forward to Valentine's Day, even if you're spending it with family or your friends or your girl mates or a group of friends or even like your partner or husband. I hope you guys will enjoy the day, even if you're doing something pretty low-key. I mean, me and my husband are probably going to do something quite low-key, to be fair. Just something be quite nice. We might just go down to the pub, for example. My parents are retired now, so they basically don't mind going to the pub, essentially, for Valentine's. So I think the 4 of us actually might actually go out. So we might actually go out for dinner, or we might go out for lunch. So that'll actually be really, really fun, and I'm really looking forward to it. And I don't work on a Tuesday anyway, so it's just a nice little day that we can either spend time together, or at least chill out, and just go down to the pub for a little bit of lunch and a drink. So that'll really, really be fun, actually. Looking forward to it. So please do let me know what you're going to be up to on Valentine's Day, even if it's like nothing and you're planning something for the weekend, for example. Then please do let me know what you're going to get up to. If you're just going to chill out, have a really chill out day, or you can have an evening in, for example, then please do let me know. And I hope you guys have a fab Valentine's Day. I'll be honest, I don't really know what I'm actually going to do for the last video. I might actually just do it as a surprise, essentially. But I'm sure you guys will enjoy the video, and I hope you guys have enjoyed the last video, and I hope you guys will actually enjoy this one as well. And some of you guys are actually waiting for this Gatefold tutorial, so I'm really excited about bringing the tutorial to you. So what I'm going to do with the last elements, because I've just basically picked these out. I love some of the foiling, for example. I think the foiling is fab. So I'm just trying to build layers now. So I'm actually going to put this one here on this side. So again, we just got some foiled elements from the Prima collection. Really gorgeous. I do love the pink and the red combination, which I think is fabulous. So again, I'm just trying to get everything as lovey-dovey as possible. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this in the middle here, and then I'm actually going to put the topper here. I was going to make everything a little bit more like 3D with a bit of foam tape, but then I think it might be a bit too bulky. So I'm leaving everything a little bit more flat for this make. So again, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this layer on top. There we go, just trying to make sure I'm relatively equal. There we go, so that is like that. I was going to put this flower on some foam dots, but I think I'll leave everything relatively flat with the double-sided tape. So at least then I'll be able to complete one side of the card. So hopefully I'll just put this here, I think. I do really like the strawberry, but I like the flower a little bit more. So that'll be in that corner. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to add this tag to the top bit. So I'm just going to put this now in the center, or more or less the center of the flap here. Now I'm just going to add this gorgeous ribbon. So I'm just going to put this gorgeous little ribbon just here. Beautiful. And then I've just layered up the sentiment. So what I've done is, this is a longer sentiment that basically says strawberry kisses, and then it says for you. But what I've done is I've basically just cut them down into two separate pieces because the sentiment was too long on the front of the card. So I'm now just trying to see if I can put this here in the middle. So again, just trying to see if I can actually stick on the gorgeous sentiment. Again, just making sure I'm relatively equal in the middle. And then what I'm going to do is I'm either going to put a jewel on the top of that tag, or I'm going to put a bow, or I might do both. So again, I'm just going to put this again in the middle. So there we go. Just going to put that in the middle. So now I'm just going to see if I can just add either a gem or a bow. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to put this bow on top. I actually had one earlier, but I seem to have lost it. So I just found this one in the pack. So I'm just actually just going to put that bow in the middle there of the tag. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to finish it off by putting some of these gold gems. So these are from the works. So I think I'm going to use a couple pull somewhere. I'm trying to kind of think about where I would like them. Sometimes I just put them in random places. So again, I'll just put one there. That means I have to put a smaller one. There we go, like that. And then I may just put one maybe on this side. So I might just put a tiny one here maybe. Sometimes I like things to look a little bit more kind of mirrored, or at least parallel to each other. So it's basically a mirrored image. That's a lot more difficult when you don't really have the space. So I think I'll put it there actually. That looks cute. So that is the finished gatefold card. Really, really sweet, really, really gorgeous card. I've just made it with the lovely papers and the collection from Prima. So that is the reverse side. So if you just want to write your message here at the back, then you can do that. It's just decorated with the pink papers from Prima and a lovely piece of like white card, so you can actually put your message on it. And then we've got the details on the front with the gorgeous flaps that have been decorated. So you've got the mix of some of the papers, of the different patterns, and some of the elements as well that I got from the die cuts and the ephemera. So again, I've just added those little bits of decoration. I really, really like how this has turned out. So I hope you guys have enjoyed that card. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this tutorial. I really like how this card has come out. I really love the middle scene in the middle here. You can decorate the two inner sides if you'd like to. I've just chosen just to do the front and then the middle, and obviously the reverse side as well. So I really love this collection by Prima. Again, I'll put those product links in the description box below, so please do go and check those out. I'll also leave the card measurements and the mats and layer measurements as well. So if you'd like to recreate this card, then please do follow those measurements in the description box. I'll also leave the playlist links as well, because I've been doing this series for the last couple of years, so I hope you guys will enjoy them. And I'll also leave Sam's tutorial as well, who's from Mixed Up Crafts. I'll leave her link in the box below as well. So I hope you guys will enjoy making this card in your own time. You can obviously adapt it for any occasion that you'd like to. Birthdays, you can even do them for like christenings, weddings for example. You can do them for any occasion throughout the year. So I hope you guys will enjoy making your own gatefold cards too. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you like this video, then please do give this video a like, comment and a subscribe. I'll see you guys in my next video.